Hamza has recently posted this on his channel. Take a break from listening to music and you'll realize just how disgusting most songs are. No rap, no disgusting lyrics, no worship of degenerate artists. I'm embarrassed thinking about how much I used to listen to degenerate music and even playing it in intimate moments. Now, I would guess that people in the comments didn't take this too well. I mean, nobody's ready to let go of Kendrick Lamar, right? Personally, I love music. I even made music at one point, and if I heard Hamza say this a year ago, I would have thought that he has completely lost his mind. But right now, I think I have to agree with Hamza. And I know that I'm gonna lose like 70% of you with this take and that I'm gonna get some angry comments, but if you're willing to, just let me explain. Imagine that you're in a gym, you're doing some bench presses, you're putting your earphones and you're listening to like a rap playlist or something. And suddenly there comes a lyric that's kind of like sexual, kind of provocative. And you don't think much of it, it's a rap song, of course it has sexual, degenerate lyrics. But for some reason, this one lyric just stays in the back of your mind and keeps on playing for the entire gym, for the entire day. And it starts generating some of these urges, and you know where that ends up? It ends up with you relapsing nofap that night. Now, this has happened to me before, and I bet that it has happened to you before as well. You might not realize it because you're not that conscious of it. Okay, so what? Not a big deal. I'm not just gonna stop listening to music, I'm just gonna resist the urges. And okay, I hear you, that's reasonable. You don't have to stop listening to music just so you could do nofap. But hear me out. We established that music has a lot of influence on you. I mean, if you just listen to one good motivational song, you're gonna go all crazy, animalistic, motivated mode and everything. And you know that. It has happened to you before, didn't it? Now, motivation, it's not that bad. Personally, I prefer not getting too hyped and motivated. I think it's an overrated emotion, but that's a topic for a whole another video. However, it's evident that music has a huge influence on you. And I know I sound like someone's mom when I'm saying this, but what kind of artist and what kind of music are you choosing to be influenced by? Is it degenerate? Do they rap or sing about degenerate, unhealthy things? Another point that Hamza made is that rap songs are like cuck porn, which sounds funny when you say it like that, but his point is that you're literally tuning in to listen to these guys, rappers, brag about sleeping with so many women while you are literally having zero sex. I haven't noticed this personally, but in a way, it kind of makes sense that this could take a hit on your self-esteem. I mean, it does make a little bit of sense, doesn't it? So after all of this, and if you're serious with self-improvement, maybe you should consider slowing down on this kind of music or maybe quitting it altogether. Easier said than done, right? This music is really good, right? I get that, I completely understand that. I used to feel the exact same way as you do right now. As a Christian myself, I heard a lot of other Christians talk about how we shouldn't listen to secular, degenerate music, but I never thought that I could actually stop listening to this music. I love these artists, I identify myself with this music in a way, it's part of who I am. However, the closer I started getting to God, the more natural it felt to let go. And that goes for any sin or any bad habit that you're trying to quit, but you feel like you just can't, it's impossible. The closer you get to God, the more natural and healthy it feels to pursue the good things rather than these degenerate and unhealthy habits. That's why, in short, the best thing you can possibly do for self-improvement is getting closer to God. But back to music now. Personally, I listen to pretty much only gospel music. Here and there I go back to listen to some J. Cole or some of Kanye's older albums. 95% of what I listen to is just gospel or worship music. And there's some really good worship songs. If anything, Kanye West's albums like Donda and Jesus is King have some worship songs on them. Worship music is not degenerate, it will not promote anything that's not good for you, and it's made to praise God, which is at the end of the day our purpose as humans. So I believe that that's the kind of music that we were made to listen to. But on the side note, I'm actually kind of curious what the comments say on that Hamza post from the beginning of the video, so I'm gonna go ahead and read some of them. Okay, so see, this guy wrote that most of the songs lead to trashy sexual thoughts, which is what I said. See, I'm not crazy. When we keep overhearing these things, we start to think about these things and doing them. So yeah, you are what you allow into your life. This guy wrote a pretty good comment. It's pretty much what I said in this video. Shout out to 6IM6. I agree with you in a way, though there is this rapper called NF who doesn't swear in his lyrics. Okay, I used to listen to NF, I have to admit that. I know he's considered corny and a lot of people in the industry don't like him, whatever. Honestly, I kind of like his music, it's kind of good. Okay, let's find some more. I quickly realized why emos act the way they do. I genuinely don't think it's entirely their fault. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. The depressing music. A lot of these people are saying like, I'm from Mexico, I'm from Norway, I'm from Japan, and I'm listening to our traditional folk music, and that's kind of interesting. I guess that's better than the degenerate modern music, this national folk music, but I still prefer gospel though. As a Norwegian Viking, I approve this playlist by, I'm sorry, I'm gonna butcher this name, but Wilhelm Turlen. I know this guy. I saw his channel before. Okay, this guy has a rational point. As a musician, I think music is very powerful, and can have an effect on our mood and our beliefs. So rather than cut down and only listen to songs that promote a good message and motivate you. Yeah, okay, this is very true. Music can have a huge effect on you emotionally. So you could use music to manipulate your emotions, which is a fair point, and that would be kind of smart. I used to listen to a band called The Score before every football game, and that would motivate me a lot. They have this like huge motivational songs. I just feel like I don't like hyping myself up too much with music, because then I feel like I exit the state of consciousness. Even when things like playing sports, I feel like I'm better off being focused than being animalistically motivated to just, yo, I'm gonna eat my opposition, whatever. A lot of people in the comments are saying they listen to a lot of NFX. I used to listen to NFX when I was like 14. I don't listen to that anymore. Yo, I think I found someone talking about gospel. Not really gospel, but he said like, at least for people who enjoy metal and happen to be Christian, there are bands like Theocracy, Bloodlines, and Disciple, which are all Christian heavy metal bands. I never heard of this. I was never that much into metal. I just had phases when I listened to it, but I might check these out. Okay, so actually the response in the comments is way better than I expected it to be. I don't think I have seen a single hate comment, which is okay. I was wrong at the beginning of the video, I guess. Yet I haven't seen much comments talking about gospel music besides that one guy talking about those heavy metal bands. Hopefully this could get some of you to listen to some gospel. Just look up some gospel playlist on Spotify. If you want my playlist, maybe hit me up in the comments and I might link it to you. So if you haven't rage quit the video by this point, congratulations. You might be a high value man, or maybe not. Wanna find out? That's the dumbest plug that I ever made on my entire channel. I'm sorry, bro. Anyways, have a great day. God bless you.